During World War II, Prime Minister of England recommended taking funding from the arts programs in England to fund the war, to which Winston Churchill's response was, well, then what are we fighting for? Art is what we're here for. Before the venue was the venue, it used to be a laundromat filled with washing machines. So, still a place of cleansing.
I mean, I know that there are artists that are very tortured people. I mean, they turn to art to try to heal themselves.
Venue, this is how I really feel.
When you first walk into the venue, I think you can tell. If there's anything human about you, you can feel that this is not a typical open mic. It is strictly a place for people to do art.
They just can't believe, how can all these people don't even know each other, people just walk in for the first time, feel something, sense something.
They're very, very non-judgmental. They're very, very welcoming, inspiring, and they have open arms.
It's eclectic, so all people, you know, are welcome.
You may have planted the seed, but I've watered it, watched it, harvest the crop which feeds your hungry mind. I endured the pain to birth the child who could be a leader of leaders among nations. I paid your bail for your jail to unlock you from hell.
I think we have the strongest pool of talent in every genre coming through the venue. I mean, we have magicians, we have singers, poets, rappers, actors, visual artists that paint on our stage.
I write poetry, and I also do photography on the side. I kind of suck at it, but that's what I do.
I take all aspects of life and put it into poetic emphaticism, and I go by life in general because that's what I talk about.
We do poetry.
Can speak easy, slicker than life in general with my metaphorical generalization.
There's a dream inside of me that you can't pry from me. I see my destiny, God designed me, the devil's trying me, and laugh at the temptation.
All right, let's talk about your art then.
I want to use the dimples and the small of your back as the wells for my ink.
But I never learned my lesson. Word to Vanity, word to Vanessa. I be stressing when I ain't even aiming for perfection.
In the past few months, it's become very clear to me that the open mic portion of what happens at the venue really is just a backdrop. That's not what's really happening there. What's really happening in there is people are healing each other.
Get out of my head and get off my head.
You ain't even really gotta be my boyfriend. I just wanna know your name.
Our concern at this point on Mondays is getting these people on the stage, giving them their time, because it's just as important as giving them their medicine. They need their dose, and we need to get as many doses of this shit to as many people as possible in this amount of time. So that's our concern.
It's not that no one's laughing, it's just...
I'm not gonna make you laugh, so be prepared for that.
We wonder why our daily yields are lacking. Backbone backing.
Monday before last, when we had to close because of the weather, boy, we thought we were gonna have a mutiny on our hands, because people were really willing to go out there anyway. The road was fucked. Proper fucked. And people were like, y'all opening the venue tonight? I'm like, really? You would come? And people would have came, and we would have had a crowd. When you miss a week, you feel funny, like something's missing.
I missed this place every day. Every day I had like a withdrawal syndrome from it.
And they all learn from each other and build from each other and influence each other. I think it's just this ebb and flow of creativity that just happens in this place.
It's working for me. I get fed here all the time.
This is like the Church of Art. That's where everybody goes.
You know, a lot of people don't go to church on Sunday, but they come here Monday night.
Anything that can increase humanity in another person is a good thing to me. It's almost better than a church.
It's like black church, dude. It's amazing.
Yes, it's a church without the building.
Church without the building.
We insulated these walls, covered them, painted them to contain the passion and pain brought here. What happens in this room, contained in these walls, is real. It's life. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes ugly.
This place inspires people, and I feel like it contributes to people improving their craft.
And I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the time roll away.
And hand over your voice, body, camera, easel, pen, pad, and your microphone. Now that was just food for thought. Now that we done got started, it ain't no love for the underground artists.
Because I loved you like a fairy tale. I, your Prince Valiant, released you from your tower of discontent. I washed away your witches. I defeated all your dragons. I gobbled up your goblins. You said I was your hero.
Watching young new artists progress has been something that has been happening here since the day we opened the door. 2 months or whatever. Here they are, they're up there, they're commanding that stage, they're spitting that stuff out.
And these patty rays of sunlight enable my growth to shine on these pages as I sketch Looney Tunes of Tasmanian devils. Angel, please listen.
People are coming into their own in this building. That's what's happening at the venue.
I was gonna try something a little new tonight.
All right, so this is my second time here, and you guys made me feel so comfortable the first time that I decided to read something that's a little bit more intimate, okay?
It becomes like family just because you get to know everybody in there. So it becomes less of you performing for an audience. It becomes more of you performing for friends.
I wish I had a useful skill set, like a doctor or something. I've never been on an airplane and somebody yells, "We need a beatboxer!" The captain, I mean, he's feeling fine, but he hasn't heard any sick shit in a long time.
Barbie is dancing in a new ballet tonight. As she gets ready, she puts on her makeup.
Energy turns into mass. E equals MC squared. That is the secret of the stars.
Artists have a different type of understanding and appreciation for each other.
They happen to be poets and rappers. They're his friends. They'll give him a ride if he runs out of gas. They're the ones that are going to come out when his tire goes flat, and vice versa. Past few months, it's become very clear to me that the open mic portion of what happens at the venue really is just a backdrop. That's not what's really happening there. What's really happening in there is people are healing each other.
Yeah, y'all ready? Woo! I need y'all say V35 one time. V35! That's what I'm talking about. All right, drop that.
You know, like everybody in there knows who everybody is.
Why do you like the venue?
It's a great opportunity to try out. We can take that one again, can't we?
Yes.
The magic of editing.
Yes.
This is what happens when you do an interview right next to a bathroom.